All right, let's get this show started. We at 7 o'clock. So.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Yeah.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Bliss Talk Awards, our first one ever, and the first one of 2021. Let me get right up here. First one of 2021. Like I said, I wanted to do this for everyone who I had a conversation with in season 1 and in season 2. T. Walker, take it away.
All right. So we have a list of categories today. Some of the categories that we have here are most quotable. We have the funniest, we have the most impactful, we have the standout, and we have the people's choice. You know, it's always important to allow people to have a choice and make some decisions for themselves. And everybody that was soaking in a lot of this good energy, a lot of this good vibe, a lot of these phenomenal questions that Bliss was bringing to them and digging into some insight. It was some people that really love a few of these individuals. So we have a people's choice as well. So those are the categories for tonight.
Yay.
Well, the first category for tonight are the most quotable nominees. This group of entrepreneurs and artists had the keys and all the IG captions. So right now we're going to take a look at the nominees for the most quotable.
It's just funny how the universe will put you, you know, like the early steps of your purpose, and then later on you're like, that's why I did that.
Yeah. You have to be persistent. Like I always tell people, you got to push. And for me, push means persistence until success happens. And like the reason I love that word until is because it's like people get so caught up on the end goal that they forget to enjoy the process of getting there.
We do things off of, I'm going to do this for you now, so you do something for me later. Mm-hmm. And the expectation of that. Mm-hmm. When you do something just to genuinely help someone to move forward.
Right.
Without, okay, I want them to come back and jump on this, or I need you to come do this, or I need you to. Nah, I just want to see you make it. I genuinely want to see you go to that next place.
Right. You have to be brave enough to get there. You have to want to get there. You have to take the initiative in your life to change your life. You can't just want to be the same person forever. And for me,
it's daily. Mm-hmm. I practice my self-love daily and my self-care daily. I found my sexy, and I want to spread that light to other people, because I feel like no matter how much weight you want to gain or lose, if you don't love yourself where you are right now and in this moment, you'll never be satisfied with what comes after that, you know?
Are you afraid of the dark? Because sometimes we will go there with nothing but a few matches to find pieces of us that got left behind. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, are you afraid to go in those uncomfortable places with me? Are you afraid to go in the darkness? Are you afraid to see my ugly and to show me your ugly? Because we're going to have to learn to navigate that. And sometimes we're not going to have the tools that we need, mm-hmm. but we can find the tools that we need, and we can make that work if we really try, hard to do that.
All right. Are y'all ready to see who won?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
All right. LB the poet. I wish he was here. I would love for him to say a little something to the people, because he always has the bars.
Oh yeah, he got bars on bars.
All the IG captions. For sure. So let's move on to the next category. What's up, Lindo? Didn't know you.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing wonderful. Thanks for being here tonight.
No problem.
All right, so while we do that, Lindo or Akila, while y'all here, I would love to know what was like a memorable moment from either one of y'all, having your interview and your conversation with Bliss.
Probably talking about mental health, and also like it wasn't just like the conversation. I really enjoyed just being on IG Live because it was like it was a part of the pandemic that I was still trying to figure out, and that put me in a space of just like, how can I create content this way, and what does that content look like? So that was a moment where I was like, oh, I'm seeing someone that's creating content like this, and this is a great model to do stuff, and it also, it will allow for cross promotion, so I like that whole experience.
Absolutely.
For sure. I appreciate that. Well, Akila Faye, my cousin from another cousin. What about you?
Right? Fam. For me, one, it was Corn and Smile, to be honest with you. I love happy, joyous people. And it's always good to connect with other joyous people. And then during the interview, it turned into more of a conversation about the transformation in a way that people could understand. I loved that hearing her questions on point. She was good with her time. She was professional. And it was fun, all at the same time. And we inspired each other. So that whole being able to inspire one another, teach one and learn at the same time was a beautiful experience. And also getting the video. I ain't gonna front, I like getting the video back so I can use it.
Thank you so much for those words. For sure. I think we're ready now to go into the most impactful category. Brooke, help me out, my sister.
Yes, I got you. All right, so this group of nominees gave us life and changed the way we looked at our hustle. To say that these episodes were inspiring is an understatement. Let's take a look at the nominees for most impactful.
You took that break. Did you think you were going to go back into it?
No. No. I really dealt with a lot of like, can I do this? Imposter syndromes. Like, is it gonna be good? Are people gonna want to read it? Is this a good story? So, I can be critical of myself. So
imposter syndrome. That is a real thing.
Yes, it really
a real thing.
It really is. It can slow you down, but you gotta push through.
You got to push through. Steps. Like if we're in that depressive state, what does that look like coming out of it?
Oh, it looks hard.
Oh yeah.
It's hard. What do I do? Who do I turn to? Who do I trust? Who can I lean on? What's gonna happen?
Mm-hmm.
And so we have to get out of that thinking and do.
Mm. Do.
We think long and hard about everything.
You hit it right on the nose.
When are we going to do it?
Yeah.
When are we going to do it? We're going to wait for Monday to start that diet. We're going to wait for Monday to start. We're going to wait for the springtime. We're going to wait for the summer. We're going to wait our lives away until we are waiting at our death.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Mm-hmm. You have all you need. And when you're first starting out, yes, you do.
Yes, you do. You have the talent, whatever it is you want to do, the thought is all you need.
Yeah.
Your hands are just the help to your
thoughts. I always look at the whole picture. Because a lot of times we want to look at one situation and not the entire thing. And when you look at the whole picture and you start acknowledging yourself, like, how do I feel about this? What was I doing when this happened? Where was I mentally when these things were occurring? Was I paying attention? Was I not? Was I really on top of my game, or was I slacking? And then having that honesty with self about it. Because it's so easy to point a finger at somebody.
That's what I call it. You know what I'm saying? And if I have a piece that comes from me birthed in this way, and it feels like the thing that needs to be shared, that's where I think you have to step out of that fear and realize you're not the only one going through this thing. So even though it might be a journal entry, it could also be this entry that you're sharing with other people, because like we sometimes, especially when we're going through something, we feel like we're going through it alone. And a lot of times I'll have someone read a thing and they'll be like, this is exactly how I feel. Really?
And I just look back to all the little accolades that I had leading up to where I am now. And so many times we are already who we're supposed to be. We just haven't realized it yet. You know, because when you look back, you were this person the whole time. You just needed to focus and hone in on it to make you really, really start to shine.
Congratulations. It was Akila Faye.
Yes.
It is a big day. It is a big
Real
day.
heavy energy. Heavy energy.
Yes. All my people were like, "You ready for the awards?" And I was determined to be. I'm in the car, you guys. Every moment matters. Every moment counts. There's no such thing as a big moment and a little moment. Every breath, every second counts. So make every breath, every second count. Thank you so much for the recognition and giving thanks, and always for being able to impact people's lives, because that's what it's really about. It's sending all of y'all love and inspiration. So
Absolutely.
Congratulations. Thanks.
Right. All right, guys.
Mama Love, what was your most memorable moment, from the Bliss Talk?
Is it supposed to sound like it's got two takes on it?
But it is.
Yeah, I'm hearing the echo as well.
If you don't have your mic on mute, it's going to pick up everybody's background noise. So.
Okay. Let's see. First, I think the most memorable moment for me was the launch, actually. Because this is an expanse of a dream that Carmen has been pursuing for a while. So just watching it, being in space and seeing it sort of manifest, and watching how, it was extremely organized. Like, I was so impressed with all the details and how she stayed on topic and related all the stories, and it was just layered, and you walked away feeling really full. You walked away feeling really full for the times that I went and the times that I participated. You just walk away feeling really full from, from that. And I'm very proud of Carmen for all that she's done, and you. You guys are doing some phenomenal work out here, just making and maintaining spaces for us to be able to have conversations, real conversations. And you do a grand job at curating. So I'm really honored to be a part of whatever you guys are doing. I think it's beautiful, and I continue to encourage you guys to keep building and keep growing, and I'm gonna keep checking in and making sure y'all are good. So that's my most memorable moment is when you really launched off, because I knew it was gonna be fire. I wasn't even worried about it.
Thank you so much for saying those words. That means so much. It really does. Thank you. All right. All right, so now we're gonna move on to the funniest episodes. Brooke, can you help me out with this one?
Yes. All right. So this group of nominees not only made us laugh, but they also brought light to some of our more serious topics. Their personalities shine through the entire episode, and I found myself laughing my ass off the entire episode. So here's a look at our funniest episodes.
Yeah, maybe you can do some things that they can't do. They might be real complex, but can't do simple stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Like if I was to see Floyd Mayweather, I wouldn't be starstruck by him because he might be one of the greatest boxers in the world. But hell, I can read better than him. So we in the same, so we chilling.
Calm colors around you. You can have like red. As we said, today's color is red.
Yes.
You know, so that calming. Yes, it's that calm. This is a good take. Hold on. This is the candle that just fell.
Oh, wow.
It had some rosebuds in it and like lavender and stuff, which was safe at first, but it started getting like really, really close. It fell here, girl. You know, and burnt out.
My events were just starting to get pretty successful, and they still are, and then COVID hit. But I was making enough money that I didn't have to work a job anymore. Not that I work that many hours at my regular job anyways, but wouldn't have to get up for it.
That is what every artist is striving for. We don't want to work no more.
Exactly, man. I hate working for the man. I just got a job the other day, and I'm like, ew, this is what it's like? Ugh. Because I had like a stay-at-home job like the last 6 years, and it's really simple stuff. But like being out there around people, I don't know. I can't work for other people. It's hard to listen, man. So I strive to work for myself.
Yeah, drinking water has been something that I've like struggled with, and I was trying to figure out why I struggle with it. Because it's just like, but then I thought about it, and it's just like when I was a little kid and I went to school, water isn't something that they gave us. They had a water fountain at school, but I had juice. That's what I drank. And when I go home, my mama made Kool-Aid. And when I woke up in the morning, I had apple juice. And then there was just sodas everywhere. Water was not something that was like pressed upon me that you're supposed to drink this shit to live. Like at some point in my teenage years, when I started getting acne and stuff, my daddy would be like, how much water did you drink? Nigga, none. That shit nasty. So that shit nasty.
I don't know what that was.
It's really okay.
I swear I know more about Instagram than Teddy Riley.
I know. That's what I'm about to say. Oh no, we out here
I swear. I just wanted to first say that my do-rag is not aligned, but it's okay because my hairline is also not aligned, which is why I had this do-rag on. So please excuse me. But yeah.
But people make the struggle beautiful. It is what it is. Just make it beautiful though. Put a little hot sauce on it. Just or put a little band-aid.
Dude, that's a t-shirt. Put some hot sauce on the struggle.
Put some hot sauce on that struggle.
Oh my God. That shit. Oh my God, that's inspiring.
Let's team up on that. That could be our business together. Let's partner with that. Let's put some hot sauce on the struggle.
I like it.
I like it.
That.
You might be laughing, but I'm dead ass.
Are y'all ready to see who won this category?
Woo, woo, woo! Yes!
Congratulations, main man. I don't know if you're in the house tonight, but that was the one. He said, what did he say, T. Walker?
He said, I wouldn't be starstruck by Floyd Mayweather because Floyd Mayweather might be the greatest boxer in the world, but he can't read better than me. So we on the same.
That had me so weak.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Main Man is one of the funniest people I know, though. Like, just from being around Main Man, like, he does everything. He's one of the most creative, you know what I mean, people I've been around. I interviewed him last night at the Soliloquies exhibit, and it's like, he can be serious, you know what I mean, but make it so funny at the same time. And I think that comes from experience. That's what we even see in our great comedians, or a person like what Dave Chappelle is doing now. He's telling these monologues, you know what I mean, really. You know, but he's making them funny as hell while giving you real shit. You know what I mean? So that's why I really rock with people like me.
Absolutely. There was a couple of different ones in there. That one was a close one. There was almost a tie in that one. All right. Win. All right, standout episode. So I've enjoyed each and every conversation with my guests. I learned something new every time I hit the button to go live. And there are a few people I had to recognize today because as soon as we went offline, I watched our episodes like 3 to 10 more times. So here are the nominees for standout episode.
That ends up happening when you expect somebody to make you happy and then they don't. I mean, I feel like you experience a type of grief, like you're not getting what you need, and then you end up mourning the expectations you had. You know, and that's really what I try to focus on too. Standards over expectations. These are the things that I'm going to accept, not expect. You know, partner, because expectations. Nobody will always be able to live up to your expectations.
Born a Christian, all those things. But as I got older, I started seeing problematic things. I couldn't answer certain questions, or questions couldn't be answered. So then I decided to go atheist. And when I went atheist, I basically started my pursuit of happiness. And right in the world, when we think what brings us happiness, we think of external things. We think of temporary pleasures. So I did everything you could think about.
But you're looking down, right? You have to force yourself to look up and to say, hey, I'm going to take this risk. And, you know, I know that it's not going to be easy. Nothing in life that is really worth it is easy. And when somebody told me that, I was like, yeah, that's cliche. But honestly, like,
that's the
it's
truth.
not. Like, and I remember there's another cliche. If it was easy, everyone would do it. And I used to be like, oh yeah, whatever. But no, seriously, like, and that's why everyone's not doing what you and I are doing or what other independent entrepreneurs are doing. Because it's
I am African. I never deny that. But I am fully American. That makes sense. I am fully American. So I'm not going to discard that. I'm at the point in my life where I really, really embrace all the messiness of being human. So, and that's one thing that I had to learn how to embrace, was that there are some things that I can't explain why I know.
Expression has always been the way to freedom. It is us exercising our right. It is us being able to translate what others can't see. You know, as an artist, you have the ability to see the intangible. You have a way of being able to transform it, but the masses are able to consume it. So now is not the time to be silent about your artistic expression, because you are the voice for the jettison. You are the voice for the voiceless right now. And it's very interesting. There's a clip of a couple of brothers and sisters that was actually crumping, and people didn't understand, you know, why are you dancing, you know, during a protest? But that's our expression.
You're somebody who I believe believes in me.
Right.
And I don't believe that you're asking your white friends, don't let me down, or you know what I'm saying? When you give, come on, man, like how, and then I'd ask, how could I let you down? What did you mean by that? Instead of just letting my mind run on a tangent. And they were like, well, I want to see what they're going to come up with. And was it going to be something legit I could agree with? Or was this person possibly working through a struggle with stereotypes that maybe I could help?
The bigger picture get in the way of you laying down those bricks.
Absolutely. And you know that, and it's funny you say that too, though. I appreciate that, really, because it's like, you know, that's a big thing, you know, because I just said this message to my students too. We had to do a goodbye video for our seniors, and you know, what can I say in 30 seconds, right? But you know, I was telling them to like just remain present, you know what I'm saying, in the moment of now. And then for the things in the past, you got to learn how to heal, learn how to process it, learn how to learn from it and move on.
My way of dealing with it is through creativity. My way of dealing with anxiety is through just expressing myself in that manner. And that's why I stay so busy. But I think that itself is just a mask. I think me dealing with it in that sense is just a mask. I feel like we have to sit down and face it. We have to face those fears and deal with our inner childhood traumas in order to defeat anxiety. And I feel like
all right. So this was a very, very, very tough category. It almost came back as a tie, actually. If you didn't win tonight, it's okay. This is just something to give back to you guys. All the nominees were absolutely amazing. Our conversation was obviously a standout episode. But without further ado, let's see who won this category. Congratulations, Lavinia the poet.
Congratulations.
Nah, don't even make that face though. Like, don't act like you wasn't
that?
dropping bars in there.
Right. When I say I was so not even prepared, like I'm just like honored to be nominated. And I was literally sitting in the car with my friend. I was like, I gotta get on. I'm honored, I'm honored to be nominated. I'm not even thinking about winning. And I'm really grateful. Like y'all don't even understand how grateful I am to be recognized, how grateful that y'all keep me in the loop. And give me and award me for just being me. And like I said at the top, I'm honored. Like I feel really good. Like this is great. Yeah, this is really amazing. Like y'all made my Black History Month. Y'all made my 2021. So hey. But thank you guys. I mean, from the bottom of my feet to the top of my head. And I will continue to rock with y'all until the wheels fall off. Y'all already know.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Congrats, Miss Lavinia.
So,
all right, so we're gonna go right into our next category. People's Choice. There's a lot of competition in this particular category. All of these episodes, I mean, I can't say it enough how much I've learned through all of these people that I'm about to list. Bliss Talk is about wisdom, and smart people learn from their mistakes, but wise people learn from the mistakes from others. We honor the following nominees for sharing their life experiences. Here are the nominees for the People's Choice Award. Hayes Art, The Artist Block, Janisa, Ron Vibe Function, Jonesy Bones, India Galore, Sean Witness Woods, The Soul Queen, Metaman, Guitar Gabby, Destiny Snow, Versatile, Danielle Reed, Lindo Yes, the Derek McKenzie Jr., Ebony, Brianna, Soul Society, Grace, Poets for Dinner, Blend of Soul, Rhonda, Love and Soul Doulas, Emmanuel Winter, Courtney Jackson Golden, Jewel Walker, Wes Banks, Dr. Cromartie, Browndages, Marcus B. All right, so we had a lot of people in that category, but the people had spoke up for a few of these nominees that I'm about to play a couple of their clips here. Give you, and the winner is that what you're manifesting is going to become a reality.
Right.
Make sense?
Absolutely.
Whatever your dream might be, you're going to need faith in order to get there.
Right.
because you're going to be challenged. You're going to be challenged. Is this something that you really want or not? You know, you're going to come across obstacles.
Absolutely.
All the time. But your faith, that take it out that back pocket. Because if you want it bad enough, you're gonna get there. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. And whenever you have those moments, whatever you do, when you have those moments, it'll push you past that. And it's almost kind of like it builds your faith. So the next thing that you face, it's like, oh, I got this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've been here before. I got through it.
Yeah.
So I'm good.
It was not a lot of us kind of coming up with this. So we were just like, ooh, we're gonna do it. Yeah.
I love it. I feel like I've seen your brand before too. Because when I looked at your page, I was like, this can't be the first time I've ever seen this, because I mean it pops out. I love the label.
Yes, thank you so much.
So
like, thank you. That's like the biggest thing that people
like, I love your branding, I love your logo,
Yeah.
I love the bright, vibrant colors, and then our personalities match the colors as well. So there, you trying to,
you know, I gotta get my shine.
Okay, you guys are trying to get
a lot of time, Beyonce.
But I think, you know what?
There's a bullet with no name, and I've been held at gunpoint.
Depression is a bullet with no name, and I've been held at gunpoint. I'm taking a minute to soak that in, because, you know, I think we all get those down moments, right? Like really down moments. And sometimes it's hard to talk about them because we either feel silly for talking about it or even thinking of it. And then also it's because we don't think anyone has been in our exact shoes as to why we feel this way. Would you agree?
Yeah.
And now we will be honoring our last winner for tonight for the People's Choice Awards. And the winner is Lindo. Yes. Congratulations. Let's go.
Yes, yo, this shit is tight, yo. Mama, we did it.
Look at me. Let's go.
I'm really out here, you know what I mean?
We did it behind us.
Yo, I got a speech prepared. All right, cool. I dead ass got a speech prepared.
Let's go. I want to hear it.
Okay, cool. So I wrote down a few words just in case I had this moment. And I think as much as this is accomplishment for myself, I will be really self-centered to say that it was because of me. It's really because of the people before me, the people that I read daily, the people I interact with on a regular basis, and the many that have championed for my experiences, and others that are like mine, and others that I'm not in the proximity of, that needs to no longer have their voice ignored, but heard, and heard even louder. My poetry has always come from a place of just looking at the world as my canvas and painting images with my words, and recognizing that the person holding the brush was a hoodlum, meaning coming from a society that went outside the norms to have better norms, went outside when they no longer could stay inside with their emotions, went outside when there was no better place to go to be out than to be out there. And these moments like this brings me a lot of tears of joy that I need to experience while we're in a pandemic of collectively grieving over so much loss. But we can celebrate this win, not because of a trophy or a congratulation, but a space that has been created to celebrate and to rejoice. And this moment meant that for me. And I just want to thank everybody that voted, everybody that created this space, and everybody that will achieve such things moving forward. Thank you.
Yes. Congratulations, man.
That's what it
Listen,
means.
I appreciate your gratitude to the degree that you took this serious, you know what I mean, and you were so prepared, you know what I mean, that you wrote a speech and that you had, you know what I mean, taking the time, you know what I mean, with this speech. And like I met you in a poetry realm in Philly, you know what I mean, and that whole thing sounded so poetic at the same time. It's like the bars, you know what I mean, just come effortlessly. But I love the fact that you really, you know what I'm saying, you hear, you participated, you got the backgrounds that was prepared for everything, you know, like you really appreciated this space, you know what I mean? So I appreciate you, you know what I mean, for that. And I'm sure, you know what I mean, Carmen can speak to that as well. And she took, you know what I mean, a lot of time to put this together, come up with them interviews. All I did was book the interviews. She had to take the time to come up with the questions and sit down with, you know what I mean, everybody on a daily and all of that. So I appreciate her, you know what I mean, and I appreciate you extending that gratitude to even highlight her hard work at the same time. So much love.
Yo, it's very mutual, man. I got so much joy. I will be ordering wings tonight to celebrate. I'll be calling a few of my friends, and I'm definitely gonna post it on Instagram. This is a moment, dog. This is like yeah, it's weighing heavy on my heart in a good way. Like it's heavy in the sense of just like the amount that it takes to be in these moments, but light in the sense of just like it's easy to live. You know, it's easy to live.
Absolutely. Thank you guys. Congratulations to all the winners tonight. Congratulations to all the nominees. Bliss Talk is nothing without you guys, without your insight, without your perspective, and without your wisdom. Thank you for sharing your journeys. It helps us grow. And you have no idea, like every single conversation moved me a step forward. I can definitely tell a difference between myself last year and this year, and I have a lot of gratitude towards all of my Bliss Talk guests. I want to say a special thank you to my executive producer, T. Walker. You can follow him on Instagram at TWalkerNC. I'm your host, Carmen Bliss. Follow me at Bliss Talk Show at CBliss_pics. Our media director, Brooke Chrisman. You can follow her at _Brooke.Chrisman_. And without further ado, I'm going to let you guys head on out of here. I thank you so much. Before we get out of here, T. Walker, will you share whatever you have covered?
Yeah, well, I just want to, you know, say I appreciate you once again, you know, for, you know, putting this together, and wanting to extend, you know, that love to everybody that took time to participate, you know, in this thing, you know, that's been created, this platform. You know what I mean? Everybody don't got to do that, you know, for people. So, you know, it's love that you even thought of it. You know what I mean? It was like, you know what, let's do this. And, you know, even put together, you know, this presentation and all of that. But yeah, right now, you know, the next thing I'll have going on is setting up the next interviews for the next season of Bliss Talk. I have, you know, the exhibit, you know, soliloquies up right now, Stories of Underground Legends, which is up until April 5th at the Center for Visual Arts in Greensboro. I'll be interviewing Mama Love on the 13th. It will be live. Also, if you want to be there in person to experience the tour and experience the interview live, you can register on my website, heavyenergyuniversity.com.
Let's go. Miss Akila Faye. You said you wanted to say something.
You did! You remember the silence? Yes! You did it! I want to say thank you all for putting this together. You did all of you did a fantastic job. Congratulations to everybody who won. And honestly, it didn't even feel like a pandemic because everybody on here has been doing the work continuously. Despite what society is saying is happening outside of us, we all function from a place of what's inside of us. And I just pray that God, I know, I ain't got to pray. I know when I speak into you and your soul, that you continue to do that in everything that you do. Continue to move, continue to be a force, continue to be true to who you are, and understand that positivity ain't saying everything is always okay. It's okay to say you're not okay. It ain't okay to not say you're not okay when you're not okay. And to get that help and support in any way you need. And that's what you guys provided, a place of help and support for the community, for everybody who has heard and will hear. Because this will grow and it will expand, and all the individual endeavors, they will grow and they will expand. And we're going to keep winning and keep winning and keep winning. Because this is more than just the physical. It's a spiritual transformation, and we all are a part. And I'm honored to even be here in the space with each of you. So blessings, blessings, blessings. If I could hug y'all right now, I would. So I'm just going to send y'all these kisses. You know, it's on both sides, the forehead and the chin for balance. And be good. I love y'all so much. Even though if I haven't met Brooke, you have a beautiful soul.
Absolutely.
You have a beautiful soul. And so thank you all for everything. Thank you for doing this and taking time out to do this.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank all of y'all for coming out. It was a lot of work, but I'm so happy that I got to share it with you all tonight. I mean, I have no words. I'm speechless. Like, I couldn't have asked for a better Bliss Talk Awards ceremony. If you guys want to message me, or I'm going to message you guys the winners of the awards, and I want to get some information from you so I can give you some goodies for winning tonight. So that concludes Bliss Talk Awards. Thank y'all for coming.
Thank you so much.